heard from a local that someone was seen coming out of under a bridge area. I'm gonna follow up on it. I'm gonna get back to the Jeep, drive down to the horse pond, and get my kayak in the water. It just, when it came into view, but it was like, okay, a blanket, fine. And then as the rocks started coming into view, like a big brick, but it was like 1, 2, 3 bricks. And then I reported it to TBI, and he called me the next day. He said, hey, can you meet us out there? Divers in the water, swam back and forth in the area that I started. The Navy SEAL walked me through the video, called me up, and he said, look where the rock is pointed. You can see what looks to be fingers or something. Now look up and you can see the round object. Then the skull came into view for me. Finally, I found out Sunday night through the Navy SEAL guy. He's like, hey, Alan went out. He said he found the tarp, found some shirt, and there was just weird rock, a really weird rock formation. I was hoping law enforcement had recovered something, and they just weren't telling us. And all of a sudden, I see this news report saying human remains found in Kingsport, and it was just, I don't know, a coincidence. Another body was found on the same day.
I'm frustrated because Ryan is stressed out so much, so stressed out, and I don't like that. And I think that getting back to what we were concentrating on, what we were doing, you know, searching for Summer, I think that we'll both feel better.
But I need to be able to get in a boat and see if it's number one, rocks. If it's not rocks and it is something, then that's the second possibility. Third possibility is hopefully the tarp's still there.
I was just gonna say the tarp's gone, and
if it doesn't look the same, if things are disturbed, then that's a whole other scenario, and I'm not sure what we're gonna do then. During the course of my research, I make and receive a lot of phone calls. Unfortunately, a lot of those incoming calls are also spam calls. We all get spam calls because big companies can't seem to keep our data safe. One example of this, Ticketmaster was hacked and the data of 560 million users were put out for sale on the dark web. The data stolen included full names, addresses, emails, phone numbers, and even credit card data. At best, this leads to a lot of us getting way more spam. At worst, fraud and identity theft. What do businesses like Ticketmaster do about it? Nothing. They said they didn't think the hack would have, quote, material impact on our overall business, unquote. All these businesses collect our data and do nothing to protect it. And that's one reason I use Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura lets me know if my data has been part of a data breach or leaked on the dark web. It removes my information from data broker websites, and it even gives me fast fraud alerts if some hacker or social media hater tries to use my data to access my credit or bank accounts. I used to use all kinds of apps to protect myself, But all you need is one subscription with Aura, and you get transaction monitoring, a VPN, antivirus, a password manager, parental controls, and even identity theft insurance. So not only your data is protected, you also have peace of mind. So if my info is compromised and put on the dark web by the Ticketmaster or any other big company data breach, I wouldn't worry because Aura is always on, always doing the hard work of keeping me safe. There's no way I'm leaving myself and my family vulnerable to data breaches, and if you don't want to either, you can go to aura.com/Ryan Finds Truth, also linked in the description below, to use our exclusive link and get your first 2 weeks to try it out for free. Again, that link is aura.com/Ryan Finds Truth. Good girl. Alright, got my friend with me today, Moon. It has been a very, very, very long week. This, whatever we found, the original search with the divers, obviously, with the police divers, I left there not feeling that great about it because I felt like they didn't search the whole thing, as I had mentioned earlier. So spent the next week, I actually got put in touch with a Navy SEAL, former Navy SEAL diver, retired with 30-40 years of experience. He was absolutely convinced that what we captured was potentially something. He wasn't going to say 100%, but very confident that it was something. The Navy SEAL was communicating with the who I believed was the police diver, the police team lead that I met on the bridge. After they finished, I did send him the video because he hadn't seen it yet before the dive. Basically between me and the Navy SEAL, the retired Navy SEAL, we were trying to kind of walk him through what we saw. He was eventually convinced. This was last Saturday. By the end of the week, he was convinced that it was probably something, so he went out there. I assumed he was representing the police on this second search. I thought it was a second search sanctioned by the detective that had originally sent him out there. Now I'm realizing that most likely he was just doing this on his own. I don't know why, because I would have just gotten divers out there on my own privately anyway and showed them. The problem with him going is he didn't want me out there for some reason, which a lot of people said was just weird, because usually when you have a witness who saw something in the water, the investigator, detective, or the diver wants to interview them and ask where they were located, how far offshore. It was just weird. He wanted to go out alone. He didn't want to tell us when he was going the second time, and he didn't want us there. Didn't want anybody there. So apparently he went out on Sunday afternoon or Sunday noon. I'm not sure exactly how early, but he reported back, not to me directly, but to the Navy, the retired Navy guy, that he had found the sheet we had seen on the video. He had apparently seen a flannel shirt, and that the rest of the formation, the rest of what we saw, was just really weird rock formation, which really surprised the retired Navy guy, surprised me obviously, and it's hard to believe. The Navy guy actually said, if he was younger, lived closer, still had his gear, he would be diving on that thing right now with me. So I'm tired of this place. I'm tired of this location. I'm tired of trying to get some kind of resolution on it. So in an effort to do that today, I'm making one final attempt and confirm if it's a rock formation or not. I don't know if the sheet is still there. I don't know if it was disturbed or moved, or if anything else was disturbed. But I'm gonna go back out there, try to get in close, get some really good footage. And if it turns out that it is not a rock formation, then we're getting divers. We're getting our own divers who will go out there with us. If it's a rock formation, that's the end of it. I can close out this investigation, this area, and call it done. I think it's time to get going, get this pup in her bed, and get going. So here we go. Let's go, girl. As I was driving here, I could tell the water looks really muddy today. It looks like the river might be higher, and I'm hoping that doesn't reflect on the visibility at the bridge. I don't like doing this. This is the first time I've come to the same place that I just posted a video about, but I have no choice. This double checking, triple checking of the bridge location, getting in the water there, has taken several weeks, so I kind of have to do this today, but it's against my safety approach. Whenever I post a video of a location, I don't go back there usually for a long time. I don't feel comfortable leaving my Jeep here at this location where I put in last time. And so, even though I might have to paddle a little further, I think this time I'm gonna put in at the in Warriors Path Park at the boat ramp. I just will have to go around Duck Island a little bit to get to the bridge. It's a little further, but I feel a little safer about it. I feel really weird about today, and I don't know. It probably doesn't matter, but for safety's sake, I want to put in at a different point this time. It's bad enough I'm going to the same bridge that I was going toward and mentioned several times I had been at, but at least if I put in a different location, it helps a little bit. So I'm going to go over there now and put in over there instead. A lot of traffic. Fishing boat on the other side of the bridge, and there's a guy with a kayak right there. Right under the bridge where I need to go. I'm assuming he's fishing, but hopefully he's not there too long. Weekend's a little harder to get it secluded and less traffic. Last time I went, it was during the week. Well, that was a failed attempt. It's way too windy today. I can't even stay in one place long enough to get the pole extended and the camera in the water. I think the conditions were just perfect that first time I went. It's just too windy today. I've got to come back out on a calm day, which means I got to figure out if I'm gonna bother or keep postponing this part 2 till I can get out here and verify. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Hey guys, so today is a moment of truth for us. So I spent months going out there with my kayak. The one time it was too windy, another time not quite as windy. I still couldn't get a good position with my boat anchor. The third time I realized my pole was no longer long enough because the water was higher. It was just one after another. I could not repeat that perfect first filming of the object. Now it's June. That was March. Now it's June. It's the week of the first full year that Leyla Santanillo has been missing from Kingsport, Tennessee. She went missing in 2023. I don't know that this is related. I don't even know if this is human remains. It could be a weird rock formation. But we had an opportunity this week, since it's the week for Leyla Santanillo, there's a vigil going on. Somebody told us that Adventure with Nug, that Jeremy would be in town. And so I texted him. I said, hey, you guys are going to be in town anyway. I've been trying to get to this spot and I just can't get verification. I can't get my eyes on it again. Do you guys just want to give it a shot? Do you want to give this a try? And there was, no hesitation. He's like, hey, absolutely, let's give it a shot. And he asked me to send him the footage so he could take a look to see what he's looking for. And even Jeremy was like, yeah, I saw something. It looks disturbing, and I'm like, I know, dude, I've been disturbed about this I was disturbed for weeks after I saw it, and I couldn't unsee it. So, but again, it could be a rock formation that looks just like what we think we're seeing. We don't know. Today we're gonna find out. The timing feels remarkably perfect. You can see the water behind me is like a mirror. It's like a flat, perfect mirror. Right now there's no wind. I could not have planned it any better. I've been waiting for no wind to take my kayak out there forever, and the weather was just never perfect. Today, it's like a miracle. It's perfect. They should be able to get that boat over the spot there. We're going to meet them in 1 hour. We're going to be at the Warriors Path boat landing. That's where they're going to be set up. We're going to meet them at 10 o'clock, Jen and I, and we're going to get on their boat and go take a look at this spot. Jeremy's going to dive. I could point him right to the location. He's going to get down there. He's going to search, and hopefully we can get resolution on this. If he can't do it, no one can, in my opinion. So this is it, one way or another. If it's nothing, I'm going to show you guys the raw footage. I'm going to show you, honestly, I'm going to show you my searches, my attempts beforehand to get a better picture, and how pathetic it was and how hard it was. And we'll dive right into today, us heading over there, meeting them, and hopefully finding something or confirming that it's nothing. So it's been a long half year, but I think this is finally it. So let's get going. Jeremy?
Yeah.
I'm Ryan.
Oh, I didn't know he was meeting you here. My bad, I would have said something sooner.
You're gonna pick us up way over there?
Oh, I thought we were just gonna meet you on the shore or something, but yeah, I'll get it. Neat.
Yeah, so when I went last time, I took my kayak from there all the way past that peninsula, all the way around the island and to where we're going. So it's not that far, it's just right around the corner, right to the bridge.
Okay. Cool. Well, I guess I'll get him over here to pick us up. We'll cruise over there.
Oh man, I'd kill for a boat like that.
I know. Any boat.
I got a tip that someone, a person of interest, had been seen walking out from under that bridge without a fishing pole. So I'm like, well, I guess that's a good search spot.
There. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going? I'm Ryan.
Nice to meet you.
All right, what's the best place to step here? On the seat?
Yeah.
Just wherever works.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I don't want to crush your gear or
we're
anything.
a mess. We're
Oh, there's a handle here.
organization.
I'm excited to ride the boat. It's fun. I want to sit down on some of your stuff. Okay.
All right.
You can sit in the seat if you want to.
Go ahead and take that seat,
back
John.
here, whoever wants to sit in the seat.
You want me to?
Yeah, go ahead and sit in that seat.
Okay.
I'll sit on the side here, get out of Jeremy's way.
Am I going to be in your way here?
No, you're good.
You got a drone up already?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Somewhere up there.
I just got one and realized I needed a commercial license to fly it.
Well,
so,
is that the requirement?
well, if you're going to put it on YouTube, you have to. If you
A
just
lot of people do it
recreational.
now. I do have mine because I used to work for the news and they paid for
Ah.
it. Yeah, no, Columbia, South Carolina. It's like a CBS affiliate station, but working today.
a really hot one today.
Hey, listen to the shade.
Yeah, the shade
Yeah.
helps a little bit. It's still kind of a hot box in there when a little bit of the heat, but electronics malfunction. Nothing ever works right when you want it to.
So yeah, Jeremy, this started as initially a summer wells search, and then once we saw it, so that guy I was telling you about, the Navy SEAL, we spent hours looking at that picture, that video, and he was pointing out the shirt. It looked like a white tank top, and he showed me the lines of it and everything, and I'm like, holy crap, that's what Layla was seeing last missing
Yeah, 'cause I saw there's like 14 missing people at least.
Yeah. this
in
is the
Tennessee.
river.
Yeah,
Boy, in Kingsport.
in Kingsport. What?
This is the river channel here.
Yeah, go right by that one and go around. See the next one further up.
Yeah, over here. Okay.
Curious if that deer carcass is still hanging out on the left.
No.
Yeah, there's a lot of, at least 3 major cases from here to Knoxville, maybe another 6 more that I know of. So I don't know how you want to situate, but I was
Was he up in here? Or
no.
was he
See that rock right under the bridge?
Mhm.
That's a ledge that goes straight down, really deep.
Mhm.
And I took 3 passes, kept going a few feet out. On my 3rd pass, I was probably 4 feet from the shore, and that's when I did that sweep that went toward the shore that you saw. That's what I sent you. And so it's way down in there. And if you see a rock with like green moss on it, it's underneath that. It's right under that, about 15, 20 feet down. Of course, the water's higher now, so probably more like 20.
Let me land on the ground.
And it's only within the width of under the bridge, because I drifted underneath the bridge when I caught it. It's going to take...
So the theory goes, he walked down here and
Right.
kind of just
dropped
rolled her
it.
off,
Just
dropped her.
dropped it right under, yep.
So she would have rolled down the ledge,
Yep.
just landed right at the bottom of that ledge.
Apparently half slid out while it was going down in the water.
How she stayed down?
Didn't we see
It
bricks?
looked like they had dropped bricks down and it
I saw bricks.
landed on top of the blanket, but I don't think they realized that it half slid out of the not blanket, like whatever sheet they had her in.
Let me slow down and land this, and I can like record, get my other camera and record and talk about it.
So yeah, it's, I don't know, I feel like anybody that is going to be able to find it is going to have to do better. The cops pretty much went started halfway under and swam this way. They didn't even look at the other side. And they only swam back and forth. And when I was watching them, I'm like, if they could just go to the bottom, kind of like what you described, and slowly and carefully just examine the bottom. Because you saw how it was laid. It was right up against the side. It was like just right at the bottom sitting there.
But I stared at it forever, and at first I was like, well, maybe I see a bone, because I wasn't looking deep into the picture. And then I sent it to him, and he was looking really close, and he's like, oh.
Yeah, once you see it.
And then he pointed to me, and he's like,
I was looking at the wrong thing. I was like, that doesn't look like a bone. But then I saw like the shape of the body and like what appears to be a body. I mean, everything, the curves, it's a little more curvy than a rock around it.
Yeah.
And you can't really unsee it once you see that
No.
picture.
yeah, after that, you're like, oh. I sent it to my wife, and she's like, yeah, I can see
Yeah,
it.
for me it was, and the skull that you can see almost looks like there's marine growth around the head or whatever, if that's what it is.
Yeah.
If it's a rock formation, it is the strangest rock formation I've ever seen.
That's what I was
So,
thinking too.
But I think it's embedded. I think it's really hard to spot unless you're really right on top of it.
And there is that tarp or blanket or something nearby, which adds to the suspicion.
Yeah.
So somebody said they saw someone, or they saw somebody from the family.
So before, what brought me here was we started on the Summer Wells case. We get locals calling us and sending us stuff, and this one was just a local that said, hey, about a year after because they believed the body was moved. Summer's body was moved. They said they saw, I don't want to say her name, it was a woman, person of interest in the case. They saw her walking out from under the bridge. Nothing, just no fishing pole or anything, which is suspicious. Doesn't mean a whole lot. She could have gone down there to smoke, but I'm like, well, we need search locations. That's suspicious. I brought my kayak down, started down the river, went along the shore. I was kind of searching that way, but I'm like, you know, I see you guys always focusing under bridges usually. That's where you kind of start, because that's where people typically dump things. So I came here, put my camera away in, and I just let myself slowly drift back and forth. And then I had to go home to see it, because I can't see live with the GoPro.
Yeah.
So I watched it at home, and once that thing came into view, it was like, I saw the sheet, I'm like, what the hell is, I've never seen anything like that. I underwater, I saw the shells, I saw all kinds of weird crap the whole day I was filming, and then all of a sudden this thing I've never seen before, the sheet, and then I didn't even know, I didn't see the rest of it until later. I just saw the sheet with rocks on top. To me, that's suspicious enough to call the cops. If there's a tied up sheet with rocks on top. So that's why I called them, and I didn't see the rest until later, until we were actually looking closer at the footage.
Kill him real quick. So were you here when they dove on it?
Yep, I was standing right up on the bridge, looking over the side.
And it didn't appear that they covered exactly where you saw the anomaly.
2 divers, and they started where I said my kayak started. They swam to the middle here, then they swam back, and one time when they swam the first time, they weren't even that deep. The guy was telling them over the speaker, like, you guys aren't deep enough, go deeper. So then they went way down, came back again, went back a 3rd time, and then they're like, we can't find it, can't find anything, and then they gave up.
And they saw the picture that you showed us.
Oh yeah, the detective, the Holland Snap detective, is the one who picked up this call, and he's the one who called me and sent them out here. So they saw. Actually, I sent it to TBI. I didn't send it to the cops first. TBI sent it to Sullivan County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah.
They reviewed it. They saw something too, so they sent the cops out. They sent the divers out, 2 divers.
Were they volunteer or they actually cops?
They were a local organization that's, I don't know if they're cops or they just do that for the cops, like search and rescue, like fire department kind of type of deal. So.
So I wonder. I mean, there's also the chance it could have moved, even though it looked kind of pinned down. So maybe it was there and then it moved.
It could have.
I mean, was there any? How long ago was that? It's been a while, right?
March. Yeah, March.
So I mean, if we don't see anything, we might need to look up and down a little ways from this location.
The way it's looking, it's been between those rocks for a minute.
It looked like it.
Yeah.
There's a twist too. After they searched, I couldn't drop it, so I kept talking to the family. Had that former Navy guy who contacted the detective. Contacted the lead. I talked to the lead dive guy, the one who is the head of that group, and he said he would take another look at it, and if they saw something else, they would get back there. Never heard from him. Finally, the Navy guy contacted him. I figured he'll talk to a Navy SEAL, even if he won't talk to me, because I'm just a regular guy. And he did. He was willing to talk to the Navy SEAL, the former Navy SEAL. Together, they looked at the footage. The former Navy SEAL convinced him of what he saw. Didn't hear from him for another week. He claims he dove, found a flannel shirt, and a sheet, and he claimed it was just rocks. He claimed he just saw weird rock formation. And the Navy guy told me, he goes, I don't believe that. From what he saw, he's like, there's no way it was just a rock formation. And he kept trying to get divers to come out here and take another look.
Back up. It's fishing over here.
Well, hell. I think we would definitely, I mean, it's not a big area. We'd be able to find pretty much anything.
I mean, 20, 30 feet.
Well, like right by those rocks is 15 feet, so
we can
it's
go
nothing
down.
crazy.
Yeah. No,
It's straight down where you found it, right?
yes.
So how far is this spot from where she was last seen? Like, where did they live?
She was last seen at the AmeriCorps Hotel. So that's downtown.
Summer?
No. That was Layla. Sorry, I'm talking about Layla.
Oh, okay.
Santinello. Summer is about 30 minutes from here. That's her house.
Because I'm definitely not an expert in body identification, but it kind of looked like if it is a body, it's more of an adult. Like, it looked kind of bigger proportions,
Yeah.
I would think. And it almost looked more male to me, I would guess. Unless it's on their belly or back. You can't see any chest. You know, that's what I was.
I couldn't tell the difference because like it looked like from the torso up was adult, but then you see the legs and it looks like from the knees down is bone. I was like, that looks like short little stubby legs. So
but you know the natural.
I don't
bodies
know
will float up and change shape. So it's
I was surprised to be anything left after 3 years besides the skeleton. So
that's why we stopped thinking it was summer, because of the size of it, like you said. So.
And there's like, what'd you say, 16 other people missing in this area alone?
I mean, I saw at least 14, but more than that.
Yeah,
it's
crazy. I don't know what's going on.
But... Around the internet that Kingsport is one of the most dangerous cities in Tennessee.
Drugs are pretty bad.
Drugs?
Yeah, drugs are really bad, unfortunately. The 2 girls who went missing, it was drug related. They were both users.
Was that picture you showed me? There's like 3 girls on the flyer that were all missing.
Holland.
3 white girls, right?
Yep. Holland, Snap, Layla Santinello.
And there's one recently, too. A third one I just saw, like the... I don't know if she was found or not, but I saw a story about it.
It was, but I think she might have been found.
She was,
yeah. Seems like every month you hear a new case. It's crazy.
Makes you wonder what's going on around here.
Oh, yeah.
Many people.
There's something weird about Tennessee and missing people. Like, where I found the teenagers, that county, it's just people just keep going missing.
Yeah.
And nobody really seems to want to put in the effort to search them. Or the cases like they know what happened, but the person either walks, the charges get dismissed, or it's an OD and they don't really care what happened.
I think it's because it's all drug related. That's my opinion, but
it's almost always an OD and they panic and they need to get rid of it, and that's what happens. Mm-hmm. It's really sad.
That's crazy. Well, what do you want to do? You want to set up an anchor in the spot?
Yeah, we can anchor over there in the shade under the bridge,
definitely.
I'd say.
Got hot pretty quick, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is like the deeper area as far as water goes around it, so it makes sense if you're going to hide something. The other spot, like closer to summer, I noticed is really shallow shoals. Like,
yes.
If you put something in there, you can see it.
Yep.
I mean, it's not. You wouldn't do that.
Yeah, isn't it crazy how it vertically, down. So the bottom was 15 feet at that point. I was wondering how deep it actually was under there.
Yeah, right at this second it's 15 feet.
We can even, I don't know, if we wanted to throw the live scan up, we could actually see what we're looking at. But
I would imagine it's just going to be giant rocks.
A drop off and big rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably anchor maybe. So is it to the right over here or more from the stump?
See where we are now. So it's going to be along the shore from the edge of the bridge, and you have to scan all around. I think it's right around that area, but I don't want to say because it could be a little to the left, right over there. You never know. I was guessing where I put the camera in, where I was, and it's could be off by 5 or 6 feet. So.
What do you want? We'll check it out, yo. Yeah, let me put the anchor in.
What I would have killed for an anchor that day.
Yeah.
Well, you need a boat to make it work, though.
Kinda. I can see you now putting it in your kayak.
Yeah.
Just kind of
stay. I mean, we could find a use.
Just stay within.
We could find a use boat that.
Like this, yeah. Should be awesome.
It's a little different too. Like yesterday, the silt was like pretty much just loose mud and dirt, so like it was just brown and nasty. I've been in some lakes where you stir it up, but it goes away really quick.
Yeah.
So you don't have to it's not as big a deal. I'm thinking if I was to guess, this is going to be better. It's not going to be like yesterday.
A little bit better
because it's very rocky, and if we was out there and it's nothing but sand and mud, it'd be different.
Yep.
I think as long as we just move slow, we'll be able to find exactly, if anything, look for that tarp to start, that piece of fabric.
Man, I hope that's still there. I really do.
It should be.
Yeah.
This water probably never moves.
Yeah.
It just rises and goes down.
True.
That's a good point. And it's pinned there.
I thought when I was looking at the video that it looked like there was jewelry or some weird thing.
Yeah, did you see that? The stuff to the left of the body?
Yeah.
Just white things, and it looked like little trinkets. Could be shells, but I mean, there wasn't anything like that elsewhere.
hair off. Let me shave my head. I'm tired of this mop.
Oh, it's nice. The sun's going right there. I just can't believe it's this calm. We lucked out so much.
All the times you went.
We lucked out. Holy cow.
I think it's normal.
Yeah. Midsummer.
Nice and warm. All right. Proper dry suits. You're gonna go through. Man.
Awesome. I love not being cold.
Yes. Okay.
What did you say?
Come on, talk to you.
Oh, okay. Record. Okay. All right. So I'm thinking, I don't know, since we're on this ledge right here, have you looked over there yet? I'm like, because if the body came over right here, then it'd be laying on this rock. So I mean, we can clear this and then just go that way. Yeah, so I figured it'd go straight down. I mean, yeah. You saw it when it was deep. It wasn't right here.
It was pretty deep, yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll just follow you, and then when we get to the bottom, I'll get beside you, and we just start going that way. Just try not to. It doesn't seem like it's gonna stir up on the rocks. It's all mossy. It's not dirty.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. I'll follow you.
We're gonna hope for the best, guys. If there's something, there's something. If there's not,
At least we looked.
guess we looked.
Or they looked.
They looked. Perfect location right there. We just keep going along the shore. Perfect, right there. Oh, Jan, they're right on. They're going right toward the spot. They're going right toward the spot. Oh man. It's right there. Jen, they're on it. I know they're on it. Oh man, I know they're on it. Or at least really close. They're so close. See, he's hanging out around there. I think he might have found something.
Didn't he say something? This
This area is where I think it was. because that's where I came up. I came up right over there after I was done filming. These guys are right over it. These guys are right over it. Yep, they're hanging out around there. What did he say he found?
Blanket.
They found the blanket.
They didn't see anything else.
I wonder if they found rocks on top of it. They found the blanket. Wow.
And so you didn't see anything else.
No, but that's what I mean. There should, if it was the same blanket, there would have been rocks on it.
True.
And unless the rocks were moved.
True.
I'm gonna ask him if it was a white sheet kind of looking thing. Because if those rocks aren't on it anymore, then it got disturbed. All right, so they found a blanket. I'm gonna ask him if it's white when they come up. But at least we know there was a blanket down there. There should have been rocks on it if it's the same and it hasn't been disturbed, so that's a little disturbing if it has been disturbed.
You still down there?
Yeah, he's over there. You hit the right spots, man. You guys went right over.
We found the spot where the you know, the sheet, the tarp, whatever.
Yes.
We found that. It's right. This is it right here.
Was it white?
We didn't move it much.
Was it white?
It's got elements all over it.
Are there rocks on it too still?
No, it's just kind of laying there.
No rocks.
And I went deeper right where it was at. I didn't see anything, but I found a shirt. That could mean anything. I don't know what she went missing in, but
It was a white tank top. Yeah, we might want to hold on to that. Huh. That looks like a white shirt.
yeah, short sleeve, not tank top.
Yeah.
Looks like a chick shirt though.
Yep. Wow.
Let the settlement get it out. Yeah, this is definitely the spot you saw.
I think you found it. I
saw that blanket.
Yep.
I was like, oh, this is it.
Yep.
There's nothing except rocks. I was trying to like kind of recreate your shot.
Yep.
So I could like see what looked like a body.
But you saw the picture. You know there were big rocks on the blanket, right?
Yeah.
And
I saw the picture. It looks just like what it is.
And there's no rocks on it.
No, I mean I could bring it up. I was just afraid to move it right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't move it.
Yeah.
Did the blanket look tied up?
No, it just looks like it's just a loose sheet. Just
Loose sheet.
That's kind of what it looks like. Where the hell is he? Oh, he's over there now.
Jen, right here. No, I don't want to touch it with my bare hands.
There's like a cluster of crap right here too, like beer cans and all kinds of stuff. So
Yep.
it's like this must be like where they party and just throw stuff.
Dump
off.
everything down.
Man, the water is pleasant for 10 feet. If I get down about 15, you're like, shoo.
Yeah.
Cool. Like there was the blanket. Where was the object from the blanket?
Toward that way.
So it was like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's nothing laying there but just a cluster of rocks. So that's what I was thinking. What are the chances? It's like I went all the way to the bottom.
I think you found it. Yeah.
Started looking around.
So that was about 10 feet?
About 15 is right where I found it.
Really? It's about right.
Yeah. What do you got? A shirt? Towel? A blanket?
Another blanket.
think this is the spot where that sheet, where that blanket's at. I'm gonna go down again and look just to make sure. What do you say?
I didn't hear him. Jen, what did he say? A what? A bird bath. You found a bird bath?
Oh, bird bathing. Okay.
Huh. I'd be curious if you can get a good look at the rocks and you think it looks weird. Or if it's just flat rock and like it got disturbed or something. Because I think you did find the right spot. Someone's towel.
I could dive in this water all day.
It's crazy. He did find a white shirt in that spot.
A white shirt?
Yeah, but it was a very short sleeve girl's shirt.
Why didn't he bring it up?
He did, it's right there.
It's black. That one's black.
That's silt. It's really, really dirty from the silt, but it's a white shirt.
How can you tell it's white?
Because you can tell when you open it up. Yeah, they found it. Definitely found it. Found the spot anyway. These guys aren't stopping. They're like looking at every inch. I love it. Yeah, you never know what they find down there.
Where'd he go?
Way over there.
I searched everywhere.
You
Brought
covered.
the blanket up, or the sheet.
I still haven't seen anything going straight down. I'm going to go a little farther around the perimeter. Over.
What do you say?
I couldn't make it out.
Oh. Yeah, I found somebody's vape pen, and then I found a bag that was tied up, and I opened it, and it was a pregnancy test. And I was like, oh, and it was negative, so I'm like, oh, there you go, I guess. Great place to take a pregnancy test, under a bridge.
And then toss it over.
Yeah. No one will ever know.
Yeah, you definitely found the right blanket. That had to be it. No rocks on it. I don't know what to think.
I don't know, it might have just been a trick of the camera, maybe.
Maybe. You said there's.
I crawled all around the blanket. I went to the side, went all the way to the bottom.
Yep.
There's a whole bunch of cinder blocks and Christmas trees. So
Really?
using for fishing, like a fishing habitat.
Oh yeah.
One of those places.
He's going way out there.
Yeah, he ain't got no sense of direction. He ain't got no compass or anything on him.
Strange box. And it might be somebody's
Strange box you found. Strange box. Yes. Yeah, I just wanted resolution. I'm like, I am not disappointed because actually it's not a bad thing not to find a body,
Yeah, I know.
right? So
I know.
I just like knowing we found the sheet, it was there. I saw him over that point. He stayed over that point. He scoured it, searched it. There weren't rocks on it this time. Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know what that is. Maybe. I don't know, diary, but I don't know.
It looks like it can be opened. It's got a lid.
What color is it?
Yeah.
It might be somebody's ashes in there.
Oh.
It's somebody's remains.
What? Are you kidding?
Cremation.
Wow.
That's what I was thinking.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's a bag with like remains probably. Wow.
Yeah, it's got his name in there. It says cremation.
Wow. They just took his remains in the box and threw it in the water.
Is he bringing it up?
That's right there.
I'm gonna go for that. I found somebody's remains.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
It's like an urn, makeshift urn.
No, that's what they give you at the place.
Oh shoot.
They didn't
Name
even
in there and everything.
they didn't even scatter the ashes. They just threw the whole
Yeah, they
box.
just threw the box in.
Gosh.
Technically you guys found remains.
Technically,
You know, we've seen
got his
this.
social and everything on there.
Yeah, we've seen this before where maybe it's just hard for people to actually like open the bag and then just throw it in.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So technically, we found somebody's human remains. It's just not the remains
Yeah.
we were looking
How would you
for.
find that?
It was pretty deep. That
You were
might
way
have
over there.
stepped off the
Yeah.
bridge.
yeah, I think so. So
That is crazy.
Well, I brought that blanket up just to make sure.
that was the one. Is that the one?
That's the one that was. Yeah.
Yep.
It's in the picture.
Well, I guess
I would just.
probably put that back in the water.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I know we found the spot. Nothing there.
I think.
I went down to the bottom. I don't know if you did too, just to make sure she didn't slide all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
All I see was cinder blocks and Christmas trees.
One person said.
I mean-
Christmas.
It might have been a weird looking rock. It's hard to say because your perspective, the GoPro is like upside down.
Yeah.
It could have been just tricks of tricks of the camera, I guess.
Some of those rocks are a little curvy. Like,
I think you could see one of the rocks. I think that was what looked like the skull.
yeah.
That's about the only thing that made sense when I was looking at it. There was a goofy looking, like just eroded rock. And that could have been a weird camera angle on that one.
Is it possible when the second guy went, he like pushed the rocks off the blanket when he was examining it maybe? I don't get why the rocks weren't on it this time.
Well, maybe. I mean, everything's falling. Like when you go down, stuff keeps rolling down that hill.
Yeah.
It's hard to. I mean, hard to say for sure.
It's good to get resolution either way, you know, so.
I mean, from our point of view, I'm leaning more to it was rocks.
Yeah.
It just really looks kind of like the shape of a body.
Yep.
Can't say 100% sure, you know, but we dove a lot.
I'm pretty confident you guys found the right spot right there. You were at the perfect distance and everything.
And when I first ran into that blanket, I was like, ooh!
Yeah.
And so I started looking around, and I was like, oh, crap.
Yep.
Did you hear me pretty good the whole time?
Oh yeah. I hope we didn't mess with your recording. I just realized you were actually recording with your phone.
Oh, did you stop it?
No, but we were talking.
Oh, did you say anything bad about us?
Nope.
These guys can't do shit right.
I mean, I'm down to keep diving here. I want to keep searching more. I mean, I found that.
I've been crawling back and forth and looking at all the nooks and crannies, just making sure. I found vape pens. I found some. I found a pregnancy test.
Really?
In somebody's bag. It was negative.
I mean, there's weird stuff out here for sure.
And any place you want to, I mean, under here, I'm sure people throw crap over, but like I said, there's Drug Cave right there. So if you ever want, if you want to explore there, I mean, there's.
Well, what about where's that other spot that you were saying all the rumors were?
Yeah,
Oh, the quarry?
that's by the Fort Patrick Henry Dam that way, right around the corner. You go around Chase Bend, and there's the dam.
Would that be worth searching?
Oh
Is it
Near the dam.
You know, deep into the, is it like right by the dam?
no, there's a Grace Point Fellowship Church. There's cliffs. It's right under where the church is, right along the cliffs. You guys know dams, so I don't know how close you can get safely, but it's not. The dam is pretty far, but I don't know how close you could safely get. This is like pretty far, but.
But is that where I?
Yeah, that's where you.
That is somebody's remains. I'm gonna blur his information.
Let me definitely see.
But his name, Alexander, that's all I'm gonna say. Somebody's remains. And we'll put those back in the water, but it's just kind of weird when you see them still in the box, because you're supposed to scatter.
Yeah, so nobody's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
find
deeper.
that.
I mean, I guess since they put it, the family put it in with the box, we're gonna put it back just in a better spot.
Yeah.
So.
There it goes.
So long, Alex.
And the plan now is, so this other location is, there's a lot of rumors about this
Yeah.
other spot that we're gonna go look at. It seems like more rumors at this spot we're going to than at where you were, or we just dove, right?
Yeah, it's near Grace Point Fellowship. Yeah, straight ahead. I think you can see the church right up there. See that on the top? There's a building, you can't see the pointed roof. So all along these cliffs, the parking area is right up there. And in the fall, this is all open. If somebody throws something down there, it's going right into the water. Just look how steep that is.
So there's a theory that she, dumped her at the top?
Right from the parking area. Just
Has any of the cliffside been searched?
it's a parking area and a picnic area. We haven't actually walked that.
Oh, there's no way to
See
get
how
on
it's
this
straight
side
down?
except for the rope.
See how it's straight down?
Yeah,
Anything dumped off there in the fall, that would just come straight down in the water.
that one.
63 feet right there.
Yeah.
50 more.
We were walking up ahead. We searched the land up ahead. Right to where the cliffs started, and we were like, we can't walk here anymore. Problem is, it's a big area, so how do you pick where to just...
It'd be another one of those. Whatever came off, it would just slid down that rock wall.
Well, wait, I guess where the park's not big up there?
No. So if we find the church...
Yeah, I'd say directly off of that.
Yeah. You know what? Let's use the phone. The phone will show us if we're near the church. How long is your tether? That looks really long.
200.
Wow.
Maybe it goes really far. Yeah.
Of course, you can just go dive and get it. So.
Yeah.
Let's
true. You guys don't have to worry about losing things in the water, do you?
No?
It's small though. They're like crap. I'll never find it. At least this one's tethered, so we can go right to it.
Alright, we're over here at another location where there's a lot of theories where summer wells could potentially be. And we got the Fefish drone. We're going to be down there. We're going to get an image of what is going on, what it looks like. It's only 30 feet down.
And that's out here.
So it gets a little deeper. There's a hole over there. It's like 50 or 60. Send this down and see if we can get an image of what we're looking at.
I'm gonna sit over here.
Let's go to drive. I'll run that cord for you. Cool.
I don't know.
It must be hard to sense your direction when you're driving that thing, huh?
It's a picture of the angle.
So I wanted to like make a walkway at my house down to our garden.
Oh yeah.
And it'd be like from real bricks from all around the country.
You must find them everywhere.
Brick, yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
an abundant supply
Yeah.
of bricks.
There's another one.
You find some old ones too, and that's just how they got rid of them. They just dumped them off the side of the river,
Crazy.
correct erosion and stuff.
Like here, they'd have to. Well, I guess maybe off a boat, but. or
Yeah, it's weird
toss
seeing a
them
brick-
off the top.
Yeah, it could have been anybody up there goofing off.
You just gotta constantly keep going up and till we get tangled. Well, I don't know. I mean, this is kind of just
It's a shot in the dark with that, isn't it?
probably
much
better if we
scanning.
just go down ourselves
Yeah.
and scale the bottom of the wall.
I wanted to catch that. Oh, it's nice, Jen. There's a breeze. Just come sit out here. Okay.
Going to the rocks?
Swim over.
I was gonna go down the line.
Hell, way out here. Or just go to the cliff and just drop down the rocks. Maybe.
Happy hunting.
Oh, yeah, we can go straight down the rocks.
25 feet.
And then once we get there, just head. Oh, we're right at the church. So if we go straight down here and go that way, we should be able to run into something. But we, yeah.
Man, right at the cliff, they can go straight down. So as you guys can see, they're starting at where Grace Point Fellowship Church is, right underneath it, and then they're going straight down to the bottom, and they're going to start scanning the bottom of the cliff all the way. Not all the way, obviously, not to the dam, but they're going to be following the cliff down here. Let's see what they see. Oh, they're going to be down there a while, 30 minutes, they said. We can kind of see where they are by the bubbles. You can see how far the cliff slants out, Jen, because their bubbles are over here, and that means the cliff comes all the way down that far.
Really
Wow.
curious if they'll find anything. Maybe some more
Some weird
ashes.
stuff. Yeah, yeah, I know. Isn't it
That
crazy?
was pretty good.
Looks like they're splitting up. Yeah, they're splitting up. All right, so about 15 minutes. Cliff edge is here. They are going along the cliff. They're probably about 20 feet off the shore, and they're headed in that direction. Right now, they're probably about 200 feet from the boat, and I have a feeling what they're doing is starting there and then going a little closer to the cliff, coming back. They saw some on the way here on the sonar. They saw some like barrel. I don't know. He said it could have been a log though. So, and they found a rock earlier with the drone, with the underwater drone that had like rope tied crisscross around it, like obviously intentionally tied to the rock. And that was connected to a tree, so there's like weird stuff down there. There's no telling what they'll find. But this one, honestly, it was just a theory. They're willing to come and do another dive. I'm like, hey, there's this other location people have been talking about. Getting 2 locations done in one day is unbelievable. 2 locations with divers is just a dream come true. It's so nice to have these crossed off the list so we can keep chopping down the list and moving on. So closed in barrel or
Yeah.
really? What kind of barrel?
Steel
Okay.
drum.
Thank God it wasn't a wine barrel. Oh my gosh. People would be like flipping out. That's a closed steel barrel.
So I'm saying it looks factory sealed, but I don't know. Can you unseal those and put the lid back on them?
If somebody knows how to weld, they could, I suppose. They would have to weld the top on, I would think.
We was thinking to move the boat down to where that log is we popped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't pick up easy, so it feels like something's in it.
Oh, that's crazy.
But I mean, it could be full of dirt.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Well, we was thinking it's 50 foot deep. We're already down to 1,000. We was gonna pull a boat down there and see if we can hit it with that magnet.
Yep.
Might be able to bring it up with a magnet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
That's been there a while, huh? It's hollow.
Yeah, it's like it's been down there a minute.
Man, good find considering how much wood is down there.
I thought it was a piece of wood.
Yeah, we finally got to the bottom. I looked at my thing. I was like, oh, 50 feet. I was like, holy crap! And it was cold. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got really I was like, ooh.
In relation to the barrel, where was that anyway?
It was pretty close. I mean, it's
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, you found it first, then maybe 10 feet ahead. We both ran into the same barrel and like.
Wow.
Probably an animal fell off and died.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the barrel was moving pretty easy.
So saying we could move it, it felt. I don't know what they feel like. It was just the same with the water outside.
I mean, my big magnet, wherever it is, I think we could probably pull it up slowly if I get a good stick on it. But
Like I said, worst case, if you get hit it with a magnet, we go back down. I can tie a rope around it.
it looks factory sealed though.
I know that's the only thing. I wonder if can you reseal those?
You would see the weld mark if they were
Yeah.
re-welded, so
And it didn't look like a bad, quick, crappy weld to me.
yeah.
So was it on its side?
It's kind of angled, like you can tell it just fell and rolled down that.
So the cover wouldn't be on the bottom, like,
Yeah, we picked it up and rolled it, moved it
Oh, okay.
around, and looked at both sides.
yeah.
We could see the side that has like the the cap where you
Yeah.
drain whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Was the cap off and open? Was there a hole?
Did you stick your finger in there?
Yeah, I mean, it was solid whenever I was hitting it.
It was,
The hole wasn't open.
so it's sealed. Oh, wow.
I don't know. I mean, we find barrels a lot.
Yeah,
Probably
could,
not.
could be anything.
We try to hook on.
You could, yeah, once you get it out, you can tell if it's liquid in there or if it's something solid.
That's true.
Yeah, we stopped right there. We probably should have kept going a little bit more to see if there's more. But another theory could be like a garage. They don't want to pay to get rid of their oil, so they just
Don't
Oh,
know,
okay.
yeah.
throw it down here.
Yeah.
But it's a barrel.
It is.
I want to get the transducer like right at 50 feet. Where's it at? Oh, that right there.
Yeah.
Oh, you can actually tell it's on the side.
Well, yeah, because we left it on the side, and you could feel it sliding because it's strong, but
It's sliding.
The barrel's rolling. a little bit. I don't think if it had the flat top, I think it would.
Yeah.
We could put another magnet on it. That one's not as strong.
I mean, we could, or we could just get it over with and go down and tie it off.
Should I? Oh, it's.
All right, put your gear on.
Man, you got more air. You go down.
All you gotta do is go down and use the rope tied off. It's so cold. It sucks for me.
Oh.
Always go scissor. Everybody goes scissor. I should have been rock. 2 out of 3.
That thing's loud, isn't it? Oh, wow. I had no idea it was that like accurate. You could see objects like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. It's just, you gotta spend thousands of dollars on
Yeah.
this stuff, and it's like, it makes you sick.
This says where we are, 72. Oh, it went back down. Yeah, it's gonna be cold. No wonder it was so cold.
It's getting really cold.
It's like 60 feet. So that's got to be it, right?
Yeah. Worst thing is if the magnet came off. You
Yeah.
just go down, you're like, oh,
Yeah, that would be bad.
You can see right there, it's on, right? He looks really cold and not happy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's on. I did notice that the barrel's breaking apart.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know if it'll come up or not. But
you tied it around it?
I got it around it, but I noticed as I was doing that, like it just started crumbling. I tried to look inside, I couldn't see anything. I'll be surprised if this works.
So you have the magnet stuck on the flat?
I mean, yeah, but I got it wrapped around and tied up and all that shit.
Get you out first.
Yeah, it's terrifying. I don't know what my mask. I gotta shave my mustache. My mask kept flooding, and I was trying to control my descent. So I'm airing my stick up because the more it goes, faster. And then I was like trying to pop my ears. Then when I got to the bottom, that dam is roaring underwater.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, geez, that's
I
terrifying.
thought I heard it a little bit before. When
It's creepy.
Oh, it's roaring now. Like it feels like I'm right next to it.
Wow.
When you get down to the barrel, it is so flipping cool.
I was watching
Man.
you on the live stream. Legs flailing all the way.
Oh, it sucked. I hate that thing. But still got 30 feet right now. Yeah, I mean, if we could even drag it somewhere and set it back down at 20 feet or something, that'd be so much easier to be able to see what's inside it. Is that at now? 20 feet. Should we get No, I mean, when I say putt, I mean putt.
That's as slow as it goes.
I mean just bink and going to neutral. Bink, going to neutral. I mean just barely move.
It's not breaking apart, is it?
Thinking about it.
Little pieces. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. It's like small enough holes that water can get in.
Just give it a bump. Just a little tickle. Not even a mile an hour.
Oh, it's
Limp over there.
very fragile.
Am I sitting on it?
It's closed in though. Like the holes are little.
Dude, I'd rather not.
Ready to do it? Can't even. Oh, there we go. We are done today. This has been a dream come true for me. Playing around with these two guys on the lake. Obviously, we found things. We looked for, you know, what we said we were going to look for. These guys, the thing I appreciate the most is helping us come to a resolution either way.
Yeah.
So appreciate that. Thank you both.
Thank you.
And if you guys ever want to play in the water again, please call.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you find more spots, you know, we have no problem coming back. You know, this is what we do. So
That would be awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, you need deckhands, give us a call. All right,
we'll
thank
do
you
it.
so much, man.
Well, I appreciate it.
It's fun playing today with you guys.
Boy, you're tall.
Very tall. It was nice meeting you guys.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you around.
Okay.